empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. I need you to listen, I need you to hear, and don't show any fear. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul.
Yo, what is up, my homies? You're here at Farming Sinz on this beautiful Tuesday this September the 27th, which means pumps and hoses is out, folks, and that's what we're going to take a look at today. Not super in-depth. We're going to show you where to find all the tidbits, kind of how to put some of the stuff together. Definitely the BGA. We're definitely going to go a little bit in depth to that. There's just so much you're getting for $17.99, and yes, you can still get it. Once you buy it, how do you get it? The same way you install any other Giants additional content. So if you're on PC, you're going to go to the Giants shop. If you're in your consoles, you're going to do it the same way you have for any other content you've added to your game. Before we go any further, real quick, we have Brandon's Cancer GoFundMe pinned at the top of the chat. Please share that link and donate only if you can. We're also trying to raise money not only for the cancer bills, but her mother had passed away just a couple days ago. Just kind of looking for about trying to raise about $1,500 there. On top of that, yeah, that's enough for the sad news. Let's talk about some good news. If you want to join chat today, the Discord link is in chat, just underneath that, and mics are open. Let's just remember to keep it family friendly. All right, now that we got all the business shenanigans out, we are here on No Man's Land. I'm sorry, we're going to rename it. I just bought the whole entire territory, and I'm gonna call it Sinz Nation. Nation of Sinz. There you go, Nation of Sinz. I said that wrong. Anywho, we spent all night getting things ready. This was a dilapidated field. As you can see, we currently have plowed and cultivated it. We also put wheat down. It's in growing stage 1 of 7. We did put the lime down. We are playing with precision farming. So let's kind of show you what we got going on here. We'll disregard this cloth here. We'll talk about that later. So there's many pieces of equipment, but the setup I went with is this tank. And this tank has the pump capability and water, which will keep the hoses cleaner and will run it smoother, longer. And then over here, this little trailer is a neat little thing. It's essentially a mobile water buy station. So as far as I know, this will work with anything that accepts water. We're going to test that out. I've already gotten this squared away. We got a digestate in here. This thing will hold 45,000 liters of digestate and 4,000 liters of water. So the idea is we're going to turn this on to run that pump, and then we're going to have this on to continuously keeping it full. Now you don't have to. You can shut this off and let it sit. And actually, that's probably what we're going to do. We're going to run it out, and then I'll show you how to refill it. Now this is a whole nother beast, and it's heavy. We're not going to do this. I think I found the setup I like and what I'm going to run with. We're running the Kubota M8 fully maxed out. All the Kubotas are the same on this farm. They might have different wheel setups. So this little nifty one, this is what we're using for hose. Now I will warn you, the big end here will take 500. This will take a 400 or less hose. That's what's actually on the field right now. It's a 400, and I'll show you that here in a second. Let's look at the tidbits. So if we go into the shop and we go under yada 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 yada. Oh, you know what? Speaking of that, I don't know. I checked this before the stream, but something's changed now. So just a heads up, you can't look up pumps and hoses here on their brands. It's not going to work that way. You're going to go back over to, let's look in slurry tanks. And if you scroll over, okay, so this is where the pumps and hoses stuff starts under your implements, slurry tanks. Got a generator, and if you click these, they will tell you up here you need a compressor to clean your umbilical cord hoses. These are different reels. Now these just hold, this one holds 1.3 kilometers, this one holds 1.7, and that's the one I'm running. And then you got this little tidbit here. This one runs 0.4 kilometers. And you have a few pump systems here. You got this one that can only operate up to 300 meters of hose with no water input. This one takes water input. That's the one I just showed you. This can handle up to 1,000 meters. So if you're going to do some crazy sized fields, you're going to want this bad boy, but I'm telling you right now, it is heavy. This is the option I went with. It can handle 700 meters. And as you can see, it does have water on it. So this will help keep your stuff clean. This will hold 40,000 or 49,000 liters of slurry or digestate. I forget how much water, but we can hop in the tractor and see how much water that it actually holds. Then you got this cool little thing. The only problem with it is capacity. It only holds 12,200 liters. It's not going to last long. Then you got different applicators. You're going to want to read. There's one of these does cultivating as well, and I think it's this one here. Nope. No, it's this one here for 45,000. This one will do cultivating as well. I believe I went with the largest. Went with 12 meters. Probably this one here, I think, is what we got. So that ends that section. Now, if we go back under is it miscellaneous? You have a few other tidbits. Here's your water pump. And this is a separator. I bought one. I don't know how to use it. Don't know what you do with it. It moves with forks. It's a separator that separates solid fraction of liquid that can be sold or used as bedding or fertilizer. It needs to be stationed near liquid manure tanks. Trailer or trigger. So I'm not sure how that is used. I'm gonna have to go check out some videos and see. This thing you're definitely gonna want. You can use this to connect hoses in or pick them up and move them. And I think that's it for this pack in here. But there's more, because in build mode, we're going to get back to that in just a little bit. I got to show you one more thing. So pallets. So if you go under pallets, you'll find your hoses right here, umbilical cord. It's the only thing in here for this. So it comes in 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. Now this is what I was talking about, the capacities. So on the big reel, I'm running a 500, and on the smaller one, I'm running a 400. That's its max capacity. And you can color code it. You have quite a few choices to choose from here. And you can color code it per what machine it's going to go back to. If you want to get real in depth with it. I did find out you cannot sell it like this because I bought a few different size hoses that didn't work for another piece of equipment. So I think the way to sell this is you would have to put it on a reel and then you'd have to unwind it and then pick it up with your wrench, drag it into the sell point, and then I think it might sell that way. I have to try that out later. But in this current state, it isn't selling, at least for me, not for me right now. Now, I don't know if that's a bug or if it's because technically it's packed away, so it doesn't exist. So that's why I'm thinking you have to unpack it, then drag it into that sell point to get rid of it. Any hoses you bought by mistake. Now, the good news is about the hoses can be connected with each other as long as your pump can handle the length. So there's much more. We haven't even talked about replaceables, and we'll get to that soon. I'm dying to try this out. So as we just discussed, this is all set up. Now there's something to keep in mind. Your hoses, you can run over them. They're not going to get harmed. But if you go too far, the line will disconnect. It has a safety function on it. Just like a gas hose at a gas station. So the idea is here, I think this needs to be on. Now this bin we've seen before, you can lift the container, but we want to activate the pump. And then we're going to come over here. And then we're going to lower both implements down. Now we want to change this to, oh no, on the front I got that compressor, so I'm going to run that compressor. We want the automatic to be on for this compressor. Change nitrogen. Trying to figure out how to do the double application. We want that on. Change nitrogen umbilical cord. I'm not seeing this option. Oh, I'm not sure where it's hiding. Let's see, maybe I need to be on this fold tool. Lower. Oh well. We're good. So we're going to go ahead and activate our GPS right quick. Make it look all kinds of cool. Cool. Now where'd my hose go? How's it working with no hose? Y'all seen that? Alright, hose is back on. Now we're cooking. Looks like No Man's Land still has that issue. I bet that's gonna work if so as you can see, the hose isn't that problem here, folks. The map is. So I'm about to see. I probably got the cross path. Hey, bud, how you doing? Just take a look at this. situation they got going on here with this pumps and hoses. Can't remember how to get this to do double application. Now, from what I understand, this isn't going to play too well with precision farming. Hopefully there'll be an update for that. So this map had this problem before. It's not this pumps and hoses situation. It would be missing stuff, and that's why we stopped playing on it, and I was hoping they fixed it. It's too bad because I was about to spend a lot of time building a cool map here. Plus he's got the new productions that he put in. But even as crazy as I'm going all over this field, the hoses are working just fine. They're doing their job. And that bar will always keep everything right out of the way. See if I can get this to complete any more. So let's see what these values are looking at. See, it's still negative. And this is going to be a precision farming situation. Supposed to be able to do double application. I'm having a hard time remembering how to do that. So something I want to point out here in the F1 menu, it says umbilical hose clogged by a percentage. It's showing 0 because, well, we're running water in our system. Oh, you know what? I bet I forgot. I wonder. I forgot to turn on our crop sensors. I wonder if that would make a difference. So we're getting better numbers with the crop sensor on. Not as green as I'd like to see it. This is the first application on this field. But that's pretty much it, folks. We're going to go ahead and show you how to disconnect this line and wrap up the hoses. We're going to go look at some VGA stuff. We're going to detach that hose. We're going to fold that up. This is two different pieces, which I forgot to show you guys in the video. That was kind of a pain in the butt to hook up. So basically the back piece you want to unfold and set down and detach from it. Then grab the other piece, the one that's supposed to go between you and the sprayer. You can connect that, unfold it, and then lower, and then back up, and then attach. It's kind of wonky, but it works. So okay, we're going to go ahead and park this over her. We're going to detach the umbilical cord. And it's something I wanted to show you guys. So you can use a tanker. Oh, I'm in the wrong vehicle. We need to be in... Nope, not that one. Quit taking me in you. I don't want to be in you. Alright. Now, I don't know if all tankers are going to be touchy, but this one is. But you can overload into it. And of course, right now it's going to prove me wrong. Hey, Reverend Rob, how you doing? Yes, we're hosers. You're just hosing around. Might be because that tank is too full right now. So let's go ahead and F12 this bad boy. We're going to make her empty. So now we have no slurry. Oh, did ya? That was pretty cool. Did you start off by looking across the street? Because there's a certain somebody snooping around. Yeah, I gotta do another house flipper stream. It's about time. Okay, there we go. That's what it was. It was because it was too full. But as you can see, you can overflow into it. So if you don't want to keep messing with that small tank, you can use something like this or a semi-tanker to restock your bin. Oh, speaking of that game, did you see they gave a release date for... Hold on, let me pull that up. They gave us a release date, a rough date for the Farm Flipper DLC for that game. It's going to be... I'm having a brain fart right now, so... Give me 1 second, and... House Flipper is the game we're talking about. Okay, it's going to be March of 2023, and they also announced House Flipper 2, which will also come out in 2023, probably later that year. And they do show it with Farm Flipper, so I believe Farm Flipper is going to be reintroduced into the new game with possibly some improvements. Yeah, that's they had a new release, a new video for it, and then they announced House Flipper 2. All coming in 2023. Now back to the game. Alright. So that's one thing I wanted to show you guys right quick. That's why we had this cloth tanker here. Just wanted to show you that overloading is an option. We're going to move this bad boy up out the way. We're going to show you how to be a proper hoser. And for that we need this one here. See, my nitrogen is still stupid. That's probably because of the GPS or precision farming. Okay, so we're gonna find one under the hose. Where did I leave it? Nobody knows. It's here somewhere. There it is. Okay, so we're gonna lower this. You don't have to lower it, but so you're gonna go ahead and attach it, and then you want to so now it's set to winding. There it goes. So now it's winding up. So this is going to be interesting because I think it's underneath the tires and whatnot. So let's see how this works. Now unwinding, it's just cool. You just set the right mode and you just drive backwards up and down the field. But this is cool. It's actually winding it up. Wasn't expecting that. This is much too much hose for this here little field. You're getting sleepy. Like, share, sub, and ring that bell. So somewhere along the way, the end of the hose should show up here. Yeah, I got that house washer game too. What happened here? Something happened. Oh no, oh, there it is. It's almost done. There it comes, folks. And just like that, the hose is up. So let's see, do we have anything over here that will take water? Nope. Not yet, but we're about to. So, what happens if we do this? Let's go grab a container. There should be one in here for water. Do I not have it? That's not cool. Alright, that's not gonna. Oh, wait. Maybe it's under silos. Nope. I don't have what I was looking for. Okay, we're gonna do something different. So if we take this over to the shop, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna drive back to the shop with this thing. Because I want to see if it's gonna do what I think it might. Got the electric cylinder too, less than 15 bucks each. Yeah, I haven't had a chance to check that one out. I think I played the demo. It seemed pretty good. It's just a shame this map is still having texture issues. Guess all that time I spent building the Biogas Plant was a waste. We're gonna go check that out here in just a second. I just want to test this theory before I forget. Oh, I know what takes water. I know what takes water. How could I be so silly? We want productions. We want to go greenhouse. Yep, that takes water. Let's do mushroom and flowers. So, hip hop honestly, we're gonna go ahead and hook up and put some water in this thing and see what happens. So. No pumped. Target found. Built. Oh, did they really limit it to that? Oh, that's stupid. Because this would have been cool. No water. Oh, that's doo-doo. They need to fix that. Somebody needs to mod that. But something else, since we're looking at this piece, you don't have to have a vehicle on and running. It is its own vehicle. And you can start it and overflowed. That's just ridiculous. Well, that's stupid. This shouldn't have been limited to just the pumps and hoses stuff. This should work with everything. Anywho, before it gets too dark, let's go check out our greenhouse. Well, I guess we could follow the road I spent some time making. Go check out our biogas plant. Hopefully Rabbit Rob and Buds are having a good day today.
Kubota, baby.
Yeah. Don't mind the tree. I wasn't done. I was done enough for this tree. Got a nice little Kubota shop, yeah. So these biogas, or this pack comes with a biogas plant, and you can lay it out however you want. So this is the fermenter, it's your main unit. And I placed a couple different ones, they're all the biggest ones. This is where you dump your product. This one's really cool because so you won't need a belt here, or here you're gonna need a belt or to dump it in with a loader. This one you don't. I mean, you can dump over top. What I like to do is open up this here bay. Just back your butt up in there a little bit, dump it. It won't take no more. Pull off of it, close her up. So I placed 2 of those and 2 of these. As you can see, I have a belt here. This is a cow poo. Couldn't fit it all. And so we're going to show you all these implements. There's a whole lot of different options, and you can start small and work your way up. I went with the large capacity on everything because, that's me. But you got to make sure once you set everything up properly that you got to turn everything on once you got stuff in there. Like this wasn't running because I didn't turn this on. Alright, let's take, actually we're going to go sleep and then we're going to come back here. So we go over the road. Visit. Let's go in this creepy little house here. We're going to sleep to 8 in the morning. That should be bright enough. There we are. Up, left the lights on. Alright, so let's take a look at all the pieces you get in this pack. So now we're going to go into build, construction, and you're going to go into productions. And they're going to start right here with this. These are separators. I went with the largest capacity one. It holds 45,000 liters. This has to be placed near the liquid manure tank. So I'm under build mode and you can see the whole system recognizes each one of these locations and what they are. These two have to be near each other. They can't be too far from each other either. These all need to be pretty close to each other. Well, the fermenter and your points where you dump your product into, they have to be extremely close because the pipe has to connect to it. And with this one, I twisted it. This one that's right here, I twisted it just to see if it would still work, and I did. I messed with its alignment, and it went down just fine, and it works. Actually, it's out of product. Okay, cool. And then we'll get to this other stuff here in a second. So I went with this one here, the 30M. And then next on the list will be your production plant here for the methane. And again, I went with the largest one. And for these points that you drop stuff into, there are the smaller ones. Those options are there. Of course, I went with the biggest of the pack. And then here's your gas torch, which is right here. It will burn off any excess methane, keep the plant from exploding. And that's going to be it for that section. What else do we have? Under buildings, nope, silos. You're going to have these liquid manure, and that's the one I just showed you there. Well, actually, this one's a smaller one. And they come in different sizes, open and closed. It doesn't matter which one you're using. Just preference, what you like better. And that's pretty much it for these guys. Oh, and they come with the decoration. That's going to be right over here. There's two different kinds. These little concrete blocks, that's the US one. Let's see if we can get over to decorations and show you those. It's going to be under others. And here you go. Here's the EU and the US. They're going to cost you $2.50 each. The hydraulic balance wasn't part of the pack. Neither was this fence. The fence is base game, I believe, and this was a mod that recently came out. Put some lighting. Those lights are from the base game. Nothing fancy there. And it is running. So we now had a month go by. And this is showing full, but it's off. So let's turn this on and see what happens. Now I'm not sure why I'm seeing the plant's running at 100% for its limits. That's good. What's throwing me off is the torches. It says burning, or attention, burning 40% or 47% of the methane production. I don't know. It hasn't changed. I think that's bugged right now. Or it could be just something on this map's interfering with it. So I have had it off, and I turned it back on. It still says the same thing. Hasn't changed. It's like stuck. And if I deactivate it, it's going to start producing methane again. It just burned up all the methane I had in there. Now, I'm not seeing any digestate either. This is where you're going to put your slurry. We're out of silage. That's going to get fixed right now. So you guys get to see this. So it's just going to fill up and it's going to stop. Now with this truck, oh okay, it's going to make me a liar. It's actually going to come down. It was staying up. I was about to say you could probably just leave it there and let it roll. Close covers that button. And then that way you don't have to mess with that. You can put as many of these as you can fit around this. You're not limited. You want to have a crazy amount of these big ones, you can just wrap the whole thing in these big boys. If you're going to be doing some serious hauling. So let's see what we got over here. That said I didn't have any digestate. I have 92,000 liters of it. Nope, I had to turn that back on. And I have 17,000 liters of. Now this is a different product. This is going to be separated manure, I believe is what it's called. And this can be used for bedding or something else. It's actually got a nice texture on it. But that's a biogas plant. If you guys are playing with this, feel free to join our Discord if you're not already on the Discord, and drop some pictures of your creations. How do you set up your biogas plant? Any tips or tricks with the biogas plant or the rest of the pack? You know, feel free to pop it in there. But that's pretty much it, folks. I've been up all night, and I think I'm gonna take me a little nap, and we'll be back later with another stream. I'm not sure which direction we're gonna go. It just depends on the mood that everybody's in when we get together. Y'all have an amazing day, and we'll catch you next time.
There's a distance between us. It's getting hard to reach out. Haven't seen you in seasons, but all I hear is your voice. I know my limits. You can break me down, but I'll stay till the finish line. And I've been counting minutes for quite some time now, just to see you again. And I've been counting days to get away, to see you again, see you again. Been fighting ways to get away, to see you again, see you again. See you again. See you again. We got millions of reasons to let it all go. Hope we're not too broken. I know I'm not always strong. And I've been counting days to get away, to see you again, see you again. Been fighting ways to get away, to see you again, see you again.